Hey everyone, this is Dean with DCA Crypto. Today I'm going to cover an important video for you guys on where I think we're at in this accumulation phase slash bear cycle, what I think is possibly coming up ahead. And this video is not meant to scare you, it's meant to prepare you for what could possibly be coming so you're ready for it just in case it happens. So I would appreciate it if you guys subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell. Please give this video a like. It really helps get my videos out to other viewers that haven't seen my channel. I think it's important that we're all thinking about all aspects of the market and what can happen. So let's jump into it. All right, so we got this Wall Street cheat sheet. I've covered this before many times on my videos, the psychology of the market cycle. This is pretty much exactly how the psychology goes. Now we had this euphoria phase from the last bull run, and we came back down, and we went on to a double peak. And people thought, well, it came down here. People thought we're just going to cool off before the next rally. It never happened. It crashed down, and then we went through the anxiety, denial, and panic phase last June, and everything crashed really hard. And then we slowly came up a little bit towards the end of the year, and then we came back down around December, January, into probably this phase of the market here. Now this isn't like follow it to 100% to a T, but if you compare Bitcoin's chart to this, it followed it pretty closely. Now we could be up in this stage here where we came up to 30,000, came back down to 25, went back up to 30,000, and then we could be coming back down here towards the end of the year. We could be on our way down to this slope here, and we could hit this, in September and in December, January, somewhere along those lines. I think we're going to have another leg down in this accumulation slash bear phase. We never really hit the phase of depression yet. We had the phase of anger and shook some people out, but we never had a real depression phase where people truly gave up on their investments and portfolio and really got in the extreme fear. If you look at the fear and greed index, we're at like a 50 right now, which is pretty much neutral. But in these previous cycles here, it got down into, like the 13, 14 range. We haven't gotten anywhere close to this in this cycle at all. We got down into this 22 range, and then we come back up in this green here, and we never really got in real extreme fear yet. And if we look at this Bitcoin monthly returns chart here, September's usually typically a pretty red month. August is a pretty red month. It's been a little red so far, but it's only the 5th of August as I'm recording this. And then October and November. October's a pretty green month, so we may come down a little bit in September, then come back up towards October, November, and then come back down in December, like I said. Now, this isn't guaranteed, but this is kind of what has happened in the past. And if you look at like 2019 here, we had like a 14% decline in September and 17% in November, and this was the year before the halving. So is it possible we get that? Yeah, it's possible. It's very possible. If we look at the Bitcoin rainbow chart here, this is even more telling. In the previous cycles, in the bear cycles, we got way down here in the blue, and then we came up and we came back down again. And here we went down here, we came up and we went back down again. And here we came up and we came back down, and so in this phase here, we've had this area where we've come down and came up, and we haven't come back down again yet. So I would say that the possibility is pretty good that we could have another crash coming before the Bitcoin halving. Notice even after this Bitcoin halving, we had a correction here back in 2016, and then we came back up and took off here. So even here, we had a Bitcoin halving, and we were came up a little bit and came back down even a little bit after the halving. So even after the halving, we have a chance of slowly, of coming down before we go back up. So just kind of keep that in mind. Now, this could be really brutal, like Benjamin Cohen, he's calling for a 40% drop a 40 to 50% drop in alts yet to Bitcoin's price. Now that doesn't mean that they're necessarily going to drop 40 to 50%. That could mean that Bitcoin goes up a little bit and they go down more. That's just kind of how the markets have played out in the past. He's saying that the Bitcoin dominance hasn't really been to where as high as it should be. I think he said it's supposed to get up to like 60% or something, usually in the typical accumulation phases before the market crashes really hard and then comes and recovers and goes back up into the bull run. So he's predicting that we get another big crash before things get better. So I just want you to mentally prepare for this, because a lot of people, I know, like when we had this dip a month or two ago, people were selling their Solana at like $13, and their other coins, they were selling them because the market dipped, and then it dipped really hard and then it recovered really quickly. So just remember that when things are crashing and you think that everything's going to zero, you know, don't let that FUD you out of your coins and shake you out. That's the whole psychology of this market. They try to scare you out of your coins so they can buy them at rock bottom prices before they push the prices back up. It's actually, you know, when it's scariest time to buy is the time that you really should be buying hard. It's like a reverse psychology. I know myself, when I saw Solana get down to $13, it was like, oh, you know, because I had bought most of my coins around $20. You know, between $18 and $22 is when I bought most of my Solana, and then when it dipped down to $13, all that profit and everything was, you know, there was no, I was in a complete loss, like 30 or 40% loss at that point. So it's really stressful, and you're like, man. But I just thought to myself, you know what, this is going to recover. I'm just going to buy more at these prices and take advantage of it. And I did. I picked up a bunch of Solana at $13, and everything recovered, and now I'm in a good profit. So we could see that happen again. I just want you to keep in mind that we haven't had a real, true, terrifying shakeout in this accumulation phase. Usually we get a couple of them before we take off into the next bull run. We've really only had one good shakeout last June, and we had a little bit of one recently, but it wasn't a real true shakeout. It only lasted for a real short period, and then things quickly recovered. So just want to get that out there for you guys to keep that in mind in case this does happen. I'm not saying that it's for sure going to happen. I don't have a crystal ball, but I know a lot of new people out there, and even experienced traders. You know, it can really scare you out of your portfolios and make you sell because you think things are just going to drop to zero. So just be strong if this happens. And you know, if you got any questions on this, feel free to jump in my Telegram. I got a free Telegram group. The link is in the description of the video. Probably going to have the Discord link up soon. I don't know if it'll be up by the time this video is out or not. It may be. You can check in the description of the video if it's in there. The Discord is up, and that's a membership base, but the Telegram is free. But I will be offering a lot of stuff for the Discord membership, so you can take a look at that when it's available. But I would appreciate it, guys, if you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and those who have subscribed, I really appreciate you. And if you could just give this video a quick like. It really helps get my videos out to other people. Try to help people out as much as I can. And I do a lot of coin reviews and updates on certain coins that I'm holding in my portfolio, and other ones that even I'm not holding in my portfolio. But I like to do videos like this to just try to prepare people mentally, and maybe have some money set aside in case we get a hard dip like that. You can buy that dip up and really put yourself in some profit when it recovers, because you may not see those rock bottom prices ever again. So keep that in mind, guys. I appreciate it, and we'll see you on the next video.